Hello everyone, I am Catechus, and today we will be continuing our guided walkthrough for Breath of Fire 3. Wait for the drop. Last episode, we started off as a berserk little dragon who laid waste to a mine before escaping, but was later found butt naked in the woods by a tiger guy. This episode, we will look for that tiger guy to find out what's going on, where we are, but more importantly, pants. Now sit back and grab some snacks as we dive in. So where are we at? Oh yeah, all alone in level 1. Oh man. Have I mentioned before how much I love this soundtrack? God, this game is so just upbeat. Anyway, here we are. Ryu in pajamas, no shoes, so I hope Ryu's feet are strong like a hobbit. But right now, we are in a pretty cool looking but still kind of weird tree fort in the middle of Cedar Woods, and we can loot stuff, so let's do that. To start this little crime spree of ours, I guess, we're gonna come down here and check these cabinets, and we're gonna get a vitamin, which is a pretty good healing item that we will only use in emergency situations early in the game. And in this one, we will get a worm, which is fishing bait. No rod. Yeah, we're gonna have to buy our own rod, but we can't fish now anyway, so we can ignore that. But at the current moment, that's all we can do in this house, so let's get out of here. We gotta find, that tiger guy and the purple-haired kid. Don't forget, you can change the camera a bit so we can walk on this wall. Pretty weird, but I like it. And we're gonna head down. I should mention, there are enemy encounters in this entire Cedar Woods, but as long as we're in pajamas, they're respectful and leave us alone. I guess. Don't mind them. They're nice monsters. But we can actually walk up here. And yeah, this little goblin guy here, I think he'll teach us how to camp, but later when, we're not in pajamas. But I'll explain that myself, so we're gonna skip him. And back here, we can pick up a skill ink. So throughout the game, we're gonna get a bunch of skills we're either gonna learn from enemies or from masters. Now, those are only learnable at one time. So you can't have Ryu or any of his companions have the same learned skills. So a skill link, when you're in the camp and there's a book there, you can use a skill link to swap skills or learn them from the big registry if no one else has them. You can't really buy them per se. We'll find a way to get them later on because they're kind of a finite amount. We can't buy them, but we can trade for them. Anyway, we'll cover that later when it's available. But back here behind these trees is another item, an ammonia. That's Phoenix down. It just revives characters in battle. Anyway. That's all we can steal in this map, but we're gonna go to the northwest exit so we can get more goodies. But this is how you get up to this slime. This slime here won't really talk to us now, but I believe he'll explain combat later. We'll go over that together, don't worry about it. And then that's a door over there. We can't reach it, can't swim, we're in pajamas. So we're just gonna head out this way, where the music is gonna change. Then this is another part of the Cedar Woods where, if you remember, this cage should look familiar. Yeah, we were naked about here, I guess. But if we look behind this tree, we can grab a green apple, which is pretty yummy. Now down here in the lower right portion, we can grab another one. Gotta grab that food, who knows, we might get hungry later. And then we're gonna leave to the southeast over here. We have looted everything on that screen. Now that we're over here, occasionally throughout the game you're going to find signs like this one, and you can read them. Protect our forests. Don't kick, punch, bite, or hurt the trees. Noted, Ryu shall kick, punch, bite, and, whatever the trees. Anyway, there's not much up this direction, so we're gonna head to the southeast to exit to the world map and meet some people. Hey guys, how's it going? Do you live in the woods too? There's an old man named Bunyan who lives here in the woods. Okay, He's kinda strange. Why else would he want to live by himself in the woods like that? The free floor apples, I guess? How about you, m'lady? We haven't been able to find much to eat in the forest either. What are we gonna do? There's some mushrooms over there. You want to eat those? No? Okay. But either way, let's head to the world map. Now, I really like this world map. First off, Ryu is very chibi, and I think that is hilarious. You can still twirl the map if you want, and you just walk around. We can't walk through trees. Unlike Breath of Fire 1 and 2, we're not going to get a teammate that allows us to walk through trees either. They're just permanently blocked off from us. But down here is our next destination, since we can't really do anything since we're in pajama form. So we're going to head over here to McNeil Village and head on in. Looking for my friends. What the heck was that? Hey, how you doing? Out of my house, you punks! Well, that was plural. Yep, there's the other one. Ha! You'll never catch me! I love Tipo. It's no use, Ray. Everybody's watching out for us. Nobody's got much food either. What with the poor harvest and all. Hey, Tipo, look at this. Hey, you finally woke up, huh? About time. Doesn't this beat all? Now we've got another mouth to feed. Yeah, make it snappy. Hey, what if we get him to help us, Ray? That's a good idea. But I think we need to get him out of his pajamas first. Come on! We'll get you fixed up with some equipment. Okay. Well, guess we should just follow him. Hey, Ray. Anything good in there? We may not have been able to steal any food, but I think we can scrounge up some armor and weapons. Cool beans. You just wait, Ryu. Ray'll get you set up with something in no time. Wait, hold on. How'd you know my name? Huh? Did I just say Ryu? Is that your name? Yuppers. Funny. How did I know that? Maybe I dreamed it? Oh god, what has he done? Just scram! Did you just see him zombie running with his arms out? I love that sprite. Well, that was close, wasn't it, Ray? Sure was. But we were able to get him something to wear. Hurry up, Ryu. Don't be a slowpoke. How do I look? Well, not used to wearing armor yet, eh? Well, it's better than pajamas, I suppose. What do we do now, Ray? Well, everyone in town's in a bad mood over the poor harvest. I know. Let's hit the road. We can do some work there. There's a road up ahead called the Yraall Road, or however it's pronounced. We go there sometimes and, well, we mug people. Common bandits. It's not like we hurt people or anything. Just steal from them. I'm not into hurting people, you know. Well, Ryu is. That's right. Even a beginner like you can do it. Come on, don't worry, let's go. But there we go. We now have our buddies Ray and Tipo. And with that, the guidebook does also have descriptions and pictures for them. So let's put them up and start with Ray. He is described as an orphan living in the woods. Ray is one of Ryu's earliest childhood friends. An outcast and a rebel, Ray's loyalty belongs to his friends. Although not as physically powerful as Ryu is in battle, Ray's strengths include superior agility and a highly successful stealing ability. Well, if you don't count trying to, rob people's homes, he's not very good at that. Then there's Tipo. This little guy is Ray's little brother. Tipo is an orphan who wanders the countryside with Ray, stealing whatever he can to survive. Although his actions may seem rash and impulsive at times, he always means well. Count on his powerful magic spells to get you through some rough spots. Yeah, he's our little mage buddy. Now, with that out of the way, let's go over some of the abilities here. So, if you push the triangle or cancel button, Each character has a little action ability on screen too. Ryu will cut things like bushes or stuff in the way. Ray doesn't seem to have anything now, but eventually you'll find locked chests or locked doors. There are not many in the game, but there are some, and some are mandatory. He can unlock them. And Tipo, besides shouting, he actually kicks. So eventually we'll find little rocks on the ground or something. He can kick those out of the way, and that may uncover loot and stuff. Additionally, while out in the field, you can use the L1 button to just cycle through your characters, kind of like what I'm doing now. Whee! Let's go over the inventory, and it's weird. So triangle uses your on-screen command. Square is the inventory button. Awesome. So like most JRPGs, you got your item menu here, which you can sort, drop. Vital means your vital key items. And then there's arrow keys to switch when you're in your items, left and right, and that'll go into weapons and stuff. Abilities. Now this is different, I should say. So each character has their normal abilities, but they're broken up into different categories. So Ryu is the only one with healing abilities right now, but then there's assist, attack, and skills. Skills are the things that we will learn from enemies and masters. I believe we can only have 10 at a time, and if you learn one or get one above the 10, you gotta send it back to the overall list in our save book. So yeah, Ryu can heal, Ray can steal with Pilfer, but it's more like Mug, so he'll do a little bit of damage when he steals, and it costs no AP points, which is awesome. He should always use Pilfer until he gets the item. And then Tipo is our little black mage. He has Flare right now. Otherwise, there's return to skill notes. So when you have a skill on a character and you don't want them to have it, or you just don't need it, you can return it to skill notes, and it doesn't cost an ink. It's very helpful. Then there's genes. Don't worry about that. We'll get into that much later. Then there's equipment. Now remember, in the first episode, we got a melted blade, and that will increase our attack up to 18, which is pretty good. Otherwise, yeah, we just have clothing, and it's kind of like that for everyone. Not much. So, yeah, Ray has a knife, a bracer, and leather armor, and Tipo is the same as Ryu. Not great. Then this game builds on Breath of Fire 2's tactics and formations. So in this one, formations actually really mean something. Like, normal, which we're currently in, does nothing. Attack increases the point or character slot 1's attack, and you can see it on the left. There's a 1, 2, 3 in blue. Then there's defensive. We will learn more as we play the game, and I may not get them all, but I'll at least explain how to get them all. Right now, I'm going to stick with defensive because we're really, really squishy. And defensive, it does not matter who is in formation 1, 2, or 3. That's pretty much it there. Now, brace yourselves. I'm going to change up the screen a little bit here to have our party members shown in the bottom left, and the to-do list is going to be pushed off to the world map kind of area, just to clean it up a little bit better and to show you where I'm at with levels and what masters I have kind of at all times. So now we're going to check out this area we're in since we've gone over the menus and the characters. And since we're in this field here, talk to the field hands. Hey bud, what you doing? You know, there's a monster living up on Mount Gloss. It comes down and steals our cattle. Between that and the bad harvest, we might not be able to make it through the winter. That's foreboding. Now down here, what do we got? A scarecrow! No reply, just a scarecrow. I hope it doesn't reply. Hey lady, what you doing? The food seems to be just to the side of you. We live off what we grow and what we can catch in the forest. Haven't been able to get much this year though. Well, that sucks. How about you? What you doing? Man, oh man, if I had all this, just about all of it belongs to Mayor McNeil. That sucks. You should try stealing. What you doing? Man, I'm beat. Beat, I tell ya. Okay. Now in here, not really anything, but just some weird shady guy. I work and work and McNeil takes it all. Isn't there some way I can make it easy and still get what I want? Robbery. Okay, now that we've talked to everyone down here, let's head back to McNeil Village. They've probably cooled down, you know, and we can steal all of their stuff. I mean, we only tried robbing them, what, 10 minutes ago? So with that, our giant crime spree is going to start by going left of the inn here, and you can see that there is a bag of goodies, which has a vitamin. Awesome. And then in this building here, the item shop, if we check this cabinet here, we can grab a Molotov, which is a single-use item that does fire damage if you need it. And then we can check out the item shop since we're in here. Now, it does take a little bit to load, but yeah, they have healing herbs, croc tears, which sometimes restore statuses. Then antidotes, eye drops, those are self-explanatory. Molotovs that I just explained, ammonia, which are Phoenix down. Don't worry about buying the wood rod or any of the bait here because we can't fish right now anyway. That'll be after our first major dungeon. And then, let's see here, for our crime spree, we want to go into this house here. And is it this cabinet? Nope. Not that one, it's this cabinet here, has a healing herb. Perfect. And then over here, the next house over, I think it's this one. Yep. We get an antidote. Hooray! And with that out of the way, we can talk with the villagers. Hey, sorry they robbed from you guys. Sorry, ain't got nothing for you. There's nothing left here. Oh no, they stole it all. And then you can kind of see him. There's a dude in this alleyway here. There he is. Even though I'm sitting here goofing off like this, I don't go around stealing things like you. Well, aren't you just the hero the people deserve? And then we can go up here and talk to the people they tried mugging. Hey, old man. Oh, you little punks! Come looking for trouble again! Yep, every day. And then, yeah, nothing really in here. All the houses are kind of the same and just empty. Oh, additionally, unless it's story required, don't waste your money and time going to the inn. You can heal freely out in the field anytime you want, for the most part. So please don't waste your time and money. But in here in the weapon shop, there's nothing we can really buy right now, but I should just point things out. Because again, we need to buy all of the weapons available, one of each. So yeah, we already have a Bollock knife, thanks to Ray. We don't have a bronze sword, which sucks. Leather armor, Ray has one, but if you could steal a waistcloth, it's actually better than leather armor. Bracers aren't bad, cloth shields are better, bandana and brass helms, you know. One thing to notice as we cycle through all the gear, over on the left hand side our stats change. Blue means better, red means worse, and so for the most part, especially this early in the game, don't worry about agility, okay? The lower the agility is right now just means your character goes last. You know, it just alters their position in the battle queue, and that's fine. Ray has crazy high agility, so we're not really going to worry about him too much. And if Ryu goes last, so be it. And with that out of the way, let's head out to the world map because there's a bunch of enemies out here and we should probably go over them. So, welcome to the Yraall region, and this entire area that we have access to has the following enemies. The Gooey, which is always paralyzed in the battle until you are level 51. Then it comes to life and comes out blasting with Ebon Fire, which you can learn and is a fire attack. Don't worry about it. He has no weaknesses and you can steal marbles, which is just a sellable item. Then the Eye Goo. They are weak to all statuses and you can learn the ability Snooze from them. They will start to use that after about 10 turns in the fight. And what Snooze does is puts the user to sleep for a few turns, but they will recover a little bit of HP and MP, and right now it's the best way to get AP back. I recommend having Ryu learn it. Now, the Mage Goo is weak to frost and status attacks, but you can learn the Burn ability from it, which is a fire spell. Again, Ryu doesn't have much available to him. I recommend learning that. Additionally, the Eye Goo and Mage Goo, and most Goos for that matter, have a weird quirk to them. If you blind them before killing them, they will give you more XP than normal. I don't know, it's a lot of work, not much of a payoff. Then the Boss Goblin, he is weak to frost and will escape if he's alone. Usually he's accompanied with goblins, so if you kill the goblins, Boss Goblin next turn will run away. Now, you can learn Influence from him. It's not important now, but it's part of a meta build with Ray later in the game. But what it does when the Boss Goblin uses it is he will pick one of your 3 characters, and all the remaining goblins will focus their attacks on that one character. Additionally, steal a Waistcloth from him. It's the best armor we have available this early in the game. It's better than leather armor. Go figure. Now, the Goblin is weak to frost, and you can learn Unmotivate if you kill the Boss Goblin first, which is useless. I don't know what it does. I don't think it does anything. Make sure to steal a Bent Sword from him. It's one of the 14 weapons we need. And the Man Trap. They are the most dangerous. Do not fight that unless you are real certain you're going to beat them. They start the fight asleep. They are very, very weak to fire. And for attacks, they have Devour, which is just a physical attack that does a lot of damage, and Dream Breath, which will put the whole party to sleep. And make sure to steal a pointed stick from it when it's asleep, and then just run away. But with that, we should show how battles happen. Now, see how I moved? Ryu has a big exclamation point above his head. If you push X and enter, this is going to take us to a little miniaturized world map spot here. And enemies will be encountered in this spot. And then usually hidden somewhere on this area is a treasure of some sort. They're usually not great, just a little bag somewhere, and there's usually just one. But if you move a little bit here, we get into a fight with some goblins. So I am going to have Ray use his ability to try to steal from the Boss Goblin. And then Tipo, I'm going to have Defend, and Ryu, I'm going to have him use Examine. So this is how you learn abilities from an enemy. You use Examine on the specific enemy you want to learn an ability from, and if they use that ability, and they have to use the ability, there's a small chance you will learn it. Let's see if we're lucky. So the Boss Goblin will always use Influence. And we didn't learn it. And we didn't steal anything. We're off to a great start. But yeah, Tipo's gonna get hurt, but good thing he's defending right now. So I'm just gonna repeat this until Tipo defend, Ryu examine. I'm gonna do this until Ryu learns Influence, which he didn't learn. Again. Again, off to a great start. So I will see you guys when I actually learn something. BRB. Hey, I got a waistcloth. Perfect. I got one of the items I wanted. Now I just need Ryu not to die. Okay, something I should also have stated beforehand. There is a gimmick with your HP. Say Ryu dies in this fight and I do not revive him in the fight and he ends the fight dead, okay? 1, he will not obtain any XP being dead, and 2, he will be brought back to life after the fight with 1 HP. There is another drawback though. He will have yellow health until you sleep at an inn. So I guess that might be the only reason you might want to sleep at an inn. Camping will not cure this. So what it does is it reduces his HP by like 5 or 10% of the total. And that can continue to stack up. So if he continues to keep dying with his lower HP, it just keeps getting lower and lower and lower until you stay at an inn. In short, don't end a battle with a character dead and you'll be just fine. Oh, and okay, so right there, Tipo did a reprisal. Not every character can do that, but that's just counterattack. Anyway, back to trying to steal now from a goblin and learn Influence. Oh, there we go. We got the bent sword. So I got the waistcloth and the bent sword. Perfect. So now Ray can just regular kind of attack things. Well, alright. I tried. Ray decided to kill the goblin. He's just gonna run away right now. Gall darn it. Yeah, now that that's over, what we gotta do is just try to get out of here. Oh, I should say, these small shrubs here, Ryu can cut them with his sword, and there's a chance you'll get like $1 or $2 from it. I don't know. Not a really good way to get money. But to leave this zone, all you gotta do is find one of the 4 sides and just walk out. And because we're hurt, what we can also do on the world map, hit the start button, and we will be brought to the camp where all of your allies will be present, even if they're not in your active team. But we only have an active team, and you can chat with them. Hey, did you know what you can do in camp? I was quite literally just going over that. You can rest and heal your HP or make a record of your journey. If you want to know more, take a look at the book at the tent. You know, that is good advice. We can do just that. Hi, Ray. Don't mind me. This is the book Tipo was talking about, so you can rest, save, change your party members, look at your skill notes and swap them, look at your master's list, but we don't have any. So right now, I think we're just going to rest because that's what we came to do. Because we're pretty hurt. We're low level. And it's gonna stay that way for a while. We're doing a low level run for like the first half of the game, and then we're going to get access to the really good masters that will adjust our stats in really good ways, and we will become killing machines. But for now, we're gonna have a little bit of homework as I wrap this episode up. So ideally, our homework is going to be get to level 5 for Ryu and Tipo, specifically Ryu. Learn Burn, Snooze, and Influence for Ryu. Steal a waistcloth, a bent sword, and a pointed stick. Right now I have the bent sword and the waistcloth, so I'm doing pretty good. With that, we should then have enough money, and I'll pick up next episode with some gear purchases. But for now, this has been part 2 of our Breath of Fire 3 guided walkthrough, where we finally found pants and friendship, I guess. That might be more important. Stay tuned for the next episode as we try, to mug people and see what trouble we can get in with that. If you like the episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as it'll help the channel grow. Thanks.